Hey everybody! Welcome to Naruto Fan FB. We found this guy.
What's up?
It's Ronnie. If you don't know who he is, if you've joined after Ronnie's time, this is Ronnie.
Making it seem like I've been like
Nah, you've been gone for like
for
16
16,
16.
Like
No,
16,
like a year, man.
a year.
Like about a year.
Yeah.
Last login a year ago.
Someone find what video
You know
Ronnie was
someone's
last on. I know, that's
You
why I
know
say
someone's
this.
Fact checking is going to
Do it.
kill this podcast.
Every single time I ask a question, someone like, oh yeah, John, by the way, it was this chapter. Ronnie
You think there's
was
just like a Wikipedia, like a Naruto
Naruto
fan, like Wikipedia that someone keeps that we have no idea
Can we
about?
actually wiki ourselves?
We could,
Yeah,
but
but
why
I
would you
think
do
we're
that?
pretentious dude.
This guy's back from his honeymoon.
He
I was
here
back last week.
yo.
Oh wow,
Wow,
I wasn't
we
here.
Guess who wasn't there?
I had real person things.
Wait, didn't last week I say maybe we'll try to get Ronnie?
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
you called this.
I keep my
He
promises.
kept his promise, America.
So what chapter is this?
668.
Yes. Okay.
The Crimson
Crimson-
Springtime.
The Crimson Springtime Youth.
I was saying that, and you said it like I said something wrong. Anyway,
Crimson.
that's what I said.
Crimson.
Crimson Chin, like Crimson Chin.
Crimson.
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 Crimson Chin. Anyway, Guy activates the 8th gate,
Yes.
and I actually really like how I was talking to Andy before about this, and I really liked how they did it because what it seems like it does is he like presses the heart button and gets heart power, and basically it connects his chakra because chakra and your natural like your veins and everything are separate. Like
Yeah,
your
and
chakra, and
They
it looks like
mix, and you gotta get the balance right.
yeah, but it looks like he like mixes his chakra with his physical body at that point,
Right.
and that's why his blood evaporates and it's so deadly to. So I really like that he's using chakra as energy to accelerate and enhance his body.
I actually looked up this morning, like, I was trying to remember what the deal with the 8 gates is supposed to be, and basically, the physical body imposes limitations on itself, so it, doesn't die.
So
And opening the gates is basically pulling off those limits for quick bursts of whatever at the, detriment of your own body. And he's just pulling out all the stops.
So
In a way, so like, we pretty much know he's gonna die, but is he gonna like evaporate?
no, I think his body's just he can't handle the stress.
Is he gonna
just
be
give
like,
out.
is he gonna be like one of those guys in a filler Naruto episode? They just once they die, they become smoke and just
I
like they just disappear.
hope that guy has a better death than
He
that.
evaporates into a pile of coins.
Just
Oh, it's not even enough to get to take a bus.
I'd say he mummifies himself, or all his blood just dries on his skin, just like becomes really wrinkly, and he dies.
Damn, like no remorse.
Dark.
Just
Cool.
all one sentence.
Alright.
You even had a comment today. Just went.
Do you think he's gonna like? Do you think he's gonna like just die, or is he gonna do like he has a couple seconds or so to like turn around and be like, Kakashi, I'm glad I was your rival.
Oh.
Nah.
He's gonna have a flashback.
Come on,
now. Yeah.
what manga is this?
Exactly.
I'm just
Like
He got the flashback.
Yeah.
Now he just needs his monologue.
I was about to say, you knew shit was real when you saw the flashback.
Yep.
You're like, well, this is true. This is happening.
so talking about the flashback. We get to see Guy's dad die, who I hope is a character in the next Naruto game.
Why are you gonna say that? Because you know it's
He's
not,
not
gonna
going
happen.
to
It's
be,
not gonna happen.
But like, yo, he was absolutely hilarious.
But
It's
you know-
like when the women are laughing, it's
He's
like,
like,
why?
thank you for complimenting.
Yeah, it's
What?
like no one's cheering you on. Like,
It's like you look retarded.
but the best part about
Can't like people.
yeah, the best
Oh, that was
the best part of their relationship as like father and son is like Guy is the complete opposite now than he was when he was a kid. Like he was all like, "Oh, Dad, they're making fun of you." Like he was very pessimistic
Just
about
serious
things.
and
Yeah, and now he's like, "Springtime youth." Like,
apologies.
so it's
Yeah.
really really cool to see where he got it from and see like how his dad was a big influence on like. I mean, I would hope so, but you don't really get to see too
Well,
many.
I feel like
Yeah.
he's more like his dad now.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
they're
what I'm saying.
oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Like I'm saying it's interesting to see how like as a kid he was nothing like his dad,
he was
and then like
low self-esteem.
Yeah, kind of the same like transformative process that
Rock
Lee
Lee had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we know why. He's like, you remind me just of me when I was growing up. Because, he's like, I have no.
who the hell's Lee's parents? Like,
Yeah.
Dai must have like had sex with someone else because like
Because they look
that's
different.
what I'm saying. Like if it was anybody else, they'd be like, yo, he has you know.
Well, I heard guy with the sperm banks.
That's what I'm saying.
Someone got
It's like why is he black? Anyway,
His dad has died, and his mom is Cookie Monster.
yeah, it's gotta be.
Big googly ass eyes.
So it was really really cool to see that. First off, Guy was a Genny, like what was it,
The Eternal
Eternal
Genin.
Genin.
Yeah,
Which is
that
like-
really caught me off guard too. I was like, wow, he's still getting
And then
It just shows to
ranking.
Goya that the rank really doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah.
It means that you passed a test.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you can pass a test or that you can't.
And for him to pull out a technique like the gates, really showed off something. Because I think that when he showed that off, Guy was kind of like, "This is like an awesome technique."
Like, damn, Dad,
yeah.
you've been keeping this up your
Yeah,
sleeve?
Yeah, he was like, what?
So, explain to me. I didn't quite get it. Did it seem like Duy was the guy who kind of figured out the whole gates thing? Or is-
Yeah.
Well, he
is
said it was
this
just
a
a
technique
yeah.
that he created?
It looked that way.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, it's a technique I've been working on and I perfected it. I think I read somewhere where he
But
said.
Madara knew about it because he's like, if he's like, good thing
What
this
kind
isn't
of-
red mist, otherwise.
By the way, Madara's been around for a minute.
Yeah, but wouldn't Madara have been dead by the time
But
Duy
I
was
think
pulling
that,
that out?
I think it's more
Hmm.
along the lines
Or
of
at least
like,
a corpse underground?
No, because
Guy's young and Obito and Kakashi
Yeah,
would've
Obito.
been kids.
and Guy.
He looked that young.
Guy?
Don't forget,
I mean,
Madara.
Well, no, by the time they were actually learning the thing. In the very beginning of Flashback, he was super young.
Hmm.
But
The
when he
way
was
I
learning
look
the
at
thing,
it-
Guy looked a little bit older.
Is don't
I
forget,
don't know, man.
Madara was still alive, but he was like handicapped, and don't forget, he had the Zetsus doing all his collective knowledge in for him. So the Zetsus were all around at the time,
all right.
collecting information for him. Remember, because when they were talking to Obito, it was like, "What do you guys do?" He's like, "Oh, we go around collecting information from Madara."
That
so
actually makes a lot of sense.
So they kind of knew Madara, even though he was so bound, he still knew what was going on through the Zetsus, because they can go through like fucking whatever.
The trees
But
and-
Yeah,
I'm
it
pretty
seems like
sure-
they're kind of part of the ground. They've got
Yeah.
that wood
I just call
nature
I call them
chakra.
Earth people because they
Sure.
fucking know where they're going all the time. So
Rock gnomes.
yeah, rock fucking hate gnomes.
And if anything, another explanation could be that Madara spent his whole life and like we'll say afterlife because this guy was like living forever for a period of time, but he spent so much time just gathering knowledge like from the Uchiha tablet and everything else and studying how to become the sage. Like even now, like him becoming the sage and his whole plan to become the sage, it's not something you just wake up and you're just like, oh,
I'm gonna
No,
take
no.
over.
I'm gonna become the sage of the sixth pass.
Like, obviously, he's done his homework.
So yeah, like finding like knowing these techniques or whatnot, I'm not surprised. There's got to be some record because this is all based off of like sage art stuff. Like so, I'm sure this was a technique that the sage of the sixth pass could do, like the 8 gates, but his body was able to handle that. So I don't know. Could be a Zetsu, could be Madara just knowing, could be Kishimoto poor writing, but
I don't know. I'm willing to retcon it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the Seven Swordsmen showing back up for a
I
hot
love
second?
that.
Oh, I love this
No, I
episode.
love
A
that.
nice little cameo.
I
I
love that
love
you
this
get to see
episode.
Sugetsu's brother though.
Yeah. With
Looks
like,
exactly like
Yeah, I know. For a
Sugetsu.
second, I was like, wait, I was like, when did Sugetsu? I was like, oh, this is his brother! Ah!
that was cool.
Yeah, I got really excited about that.
But like you could tell too,
Oh,
like how they were just forming because one of them, I don't know who it
Yeah,
was. He was
yeah.
like, wow, he's like our
Like, even
reputation
kids-
precedes us. He's like,
Yeah, it was
kids
the guy who had a Chojuro sword.
Yeah. So he was like, wow, he's like, we're really making a name for ourselves. He's like, damn, the youth.
I would have loved to see. Well, actually, afterwards, I was thinking about it. I was like, I guess it'd be a really cool, like side thing for the anime to do to have like that fight between
Oh, that'd be sick.
Guy and the Seven Swordsmen. Like, I would really
Not
like to
bad.
see that.
Did you guys get the impression that that's how either the swordsmen or some of the swordsmen
I
died?
think so.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna go
Yeah,
with.
for him to open the 8 gates or the 8th gate and not take someone out, I don't know.
Obviously, he got Guy out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his goal, was to protect his kid.
Yeah.
And
But I think he took like 1 or 2 down with him,
Yeah.
possibly.
Well, we know at
oh,
least.
we know they're all dead.
Yeah.
And
Well, they all died.
Kasami killed one of them. At least that.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
Kasami
The
killed
weird
his sense.
fat
cat
guy.
face.
Yeah.
The fat cat looking guy.
Cat
Fat
people.
fish cat guy.
Cat-like people.
Long torsos, cat-like people.
And then Guy, like, I mean, after that, there wasn't much else to the flashback. So Guy, it goes back to Guy activating the 8 gates and getting super bushy brows, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Are they like flamey? Bushy brows?
Yeah.
flaming
His
bushy brows.
head was on fire.
I was like, ooh, this looks pretty. Hopefully this is an awakening in the Naruto game.
oh, you know
Doubt
I'm
it.
gonna be beast with
I
new
know.
guy.
Doubt
I'm
it.
just gonna play with Guy
Doubt it.
from now on.
I mean, if you're not spamming,
Come to my side. Come to the
No,
guy's side.
I used to play with Guy a lot when I played Andy, and
No, I
sometimes
remember,
I used to play. I've been playing Naruto a quick second.
I miss
I'm
him.
thinking of picking
Yeah.
up the new game. Yo, I want to talk about this afterwards because I do want to talk about the stuff they talked about in the new game. But anyway, yeah. So Guy does like trampling elephant or what was it?
Night elephant.
Night
Night
elephant.
elephant.
Same thing.
Yeah, you got
Trampling.
the morning
and night.
peacock,
Same word.
afternoon tiger, night
Oh my
elephant.
God! It's like the
Yeah.
end of the day.
It's almost like he's like Bruce Lee.
It's almost like he's dying.
He gasped.
Anyway,
It's a very interesting name though, Night Elephant. That's like. who
Where do they
names
come
them?
up with these names? Like, that's what I'm curious about. Where do you come up with these names for these moves? Like,
Yeah, but the peacock and the tiger are kind of dope. But I mean, I don't know. The elephant's
it
whatever.
might be something symbolic, like taken from Japanese
Yeah,
mythology.
I'm
I'll have
sure.
to look that up.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you next week.
Or
on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, right?
I don't think elephants are Japanese. So. Oh yeah, there's this mythical creature called an elephant. We just never
You
seen.
get these
Dragon
8 balls and you can summon him, and he gives you 3 wishes.
Yeah,
So
and he has 9 arms. Sorry. See, they have elephants.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed the chapter though, because you got to see a little bit more into Guy's past, and like you never even heard Guy talk about his
Yeah.
dad.
Never.
So it was really really cool to see Guy, and
Yeah,
he was a really like cool character because like even he wasn't the same as Guy, but he was very similar, and he just had his distinct differences that like made him like even more likable in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
that-
love Guy.
that-
Because he
Silly
had such a
aloofness.
positive outlook on
Yeah,
everything.
that's yeah.
Like he knew he didn't like. He knew, but like he wasn't going anywhere. He's like, you know what? He's like, even like you could see the ninjas like clowned on him too. He's like, oh, you're doing that stupid training with your son again. But like you look at it, like these guys are pretty much strong as hell. Like
Yeah.
you look at Guy took down.
He knows he's legit and he doesn't care.
Exactly, and that's why when
And that's kind of what he was trying to pass on to Guy and what Guy passed on to Lee.
Right, exactly.
You know you're legit, fuck everyone else.
Or if we're gonna morale, you're special in your own unique way.
Yeah.
I just want to get there because when Guy threw the rock, I was like, that doesn't seem like something Guy would do. He threw the rock at the guy and then they beat the shit out of him. Threw the rock. Oh, that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
I was like,
These guys
awesome.
beat this kid up.
Dad's right there.
I was like,
too.
there's
I was
no
like,
abuse.
What the fuck? Like,
That's fine.
yeah, right? That's what I said too. I thought you would see him beat up, and he's like, no. He's like,
You shouldn't have done that, man.
I was gonna help you,
He's
but
like,
I saw you sleeping. I'm not trying to
he's
sleep.
like,
Yeah,
nah,
but-
you got fucked up.
Nah, I am with him.
He hit you with that one like pump, yo.
Yeah, this kid who looks just like me with the big ass eyebrows. Yeah, I don't know him.
Yeah,
No relation.
Orphan.
That 6 Gator Joy out of here.
but yeah, that was a little messed up on Dice part, but we don't talk about
That's
that.
child abuse in some countries.
Yo, why is everyone in like the ninja world just
A mission,
not have
not
like both parents? Like, I guess no. I should just answer my own question. It's the ninja world. People be dying all the time. That sucks. Like, I feel like that's such a selfish like thing to pick. Like, I'm gonna be a ninja and have a kid. I'm dead.
Well, somehow you gotta propagate the ninjas.
Ooh, I think I might be blocking somebody in.
All right. Well,
Hi, Brian. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Also, I'll move that immediately. I'm so sorry.
is that you?
Silver card?
Yeah, it's me.
Ronnie.
Well, looks like this video's over.
Real quick though,
Go move your
Yeah,
car.
leave a look on.
John, I'll talk about the game.
yeah. So,
Love you guys.
there
My bad, I should've
was
told you.
some stuff that came out recently for about the next Naruto game, and each the Akatsuki is gonna have its own like story, and they showed Kakazu.
Yeah, they've got like original costumes, like young Akatsuki before they got recruited.
Dope. So I'm really,
Young
really
Sasori
excited.
looks pretty dope too.
Yeah,
And like the Suna armor.
yeah. I'm really excited to see what they do with that and play the new game. I'm hoping it comes out for the 1 though.
It's not. I mean, they're designing it for
Yeah, but I'm
the
hoping-
existing consoles.
Oh, the Xbox One is an existing console now.
Yeah, right,
Oh,
Now, not when they started
I
making
know,
this. They
I
would make
know.
video games in 2 months.
I know. You're right.
So
Nah,
yeah,
I
that
mean-
sucks.
They've made press releases stating that, hey, these things were not you know,
Around when we were, yeah.
Yeah, the specs weren't pinned down by the time we started making this, so we're making it for the older consoles. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll port it. That'd
Yeah,
be cool.
that's what I'm hoping for. Like, I don't even care if the graphics have to take a hit, but I kind of just want to play it on my 1, you know?
As long as my mic.
I mean, I'm sure they'll up-res it a little bit
Yeah.
if they do wind up porting it over. But
Mhm.
Other than that,
yeah, no, just reading the thing about the Akatsuki having their their own little story, and then seeing some of the just like anime-looking
yeah,
cutscene screens. It looks like they're kind of taking a page from Generations,
yeah,
which wasn't bad because the things that Generations did to its fighting system were pretty cool. So if they're focusing less on the story and more on like the
Yeah,
the gameplay systems again,
I really like.
bring on some mechanics.
I really like Generations. Not as much a fan for 3. So I'm hoping that they fix a couple of the issues that they had in 3. But,
Yeah, 3 did some cool stuff, but most of the big games were stuff that was already done in Generations.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel that fresh.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even that. There was just some of the things they added. I felt like they just needed to be balanced a little bit more. I don't know, like
Sorry about that.
it was like it was almost too easy to find like a formula that worked and then stick with that. Like, the bunny hopping, I think, is one of the most like ridiculous things like ever because like your technique will miss them by like an inch if they just hit A once and like. Bloop. So I mean, you can hear me rant about Naruto all day. So.
I like that new the new free roam bullshit mode, the battle royale, whatever it is, the arena.
The tournament mode.
I don't like the way it looks. Like it's open, like 4 players.
The 4 players thing looks
It's
like
gonna
it
be
might be
cool.
kind of cool.
I just don't feel like it's gonna work too well, or someone's gonna find that one character you can fucking
Like,
spam with, and it's
not
just gonna.
everybody.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah,
So
dude.
it's a
Pain.
it's
Yeah.
Anyone with like big
I know
area
what
of
you're
effect
right.
attacks.
Or I heard like you gotta take into consideration Awakenings 2 now with like
the tail beasts are way too
That's
OP,
what I'm gonna say
yo.
already. Like
They
Way too OP.
So I don't know what to make of it, but they released a scan or whatever, a full page ad kind of thing talking about the different types of characters now. So I guess one type of character like specializes in Ultimate Jutsu, one specializes in Awakening, one specializes in like using the teammates for blocking and attacking.
okay.
So it looks like they're trying to kind of parse that out a little bit and add
If
some
they didn't
balance.
see how OP because like you had to be like a good player to take on like an okay player that was using a tail beast. Like if they awakened, it was just like
Or Itachi or Susanoo Sasuke.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Yeah.
I was thinking about, I was like, Itachi, I was like, oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Because there'd be times where I was getting
Awakening
scraped,
Itachi.
and I was just like, I'm gonna awaken real quick, and
Yeah.
the
Susanoo.
match was mine. And Sasuke's was rough too, because he had the, he could do the throwing.
Yeah, his was more mobile and he got
Yeah.
projectiles.
Oh, and the arrow.
That flick though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Madara's was pretty rough too. Actually, anyone with Sasuke is kind of
Well, no, Madara didn't
it's
even have
kind of
Sasuke. He
Yeah,
just
but
had
he
the
did
wood element technique.
No, but when he awakened, he did the
Only the YP move. You're right. He did the throw.
And I was like, all right. If you had a distance, it was a wrap. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the next game. I'll be on it.
No release, right?
No, not yet.
But
They
it's
just said
the
fall.
last one came out. Is it fall?
Well, the last one came out around this year
February,
time,
yeah.
March. No, March.
March. Yeah, that's right.
Right,
So-
they've been coming out March, but they also put out what the hell, Full Burst.
Yeah, in December. So
Right, so
yeah,
they probably bought themselves some time. Whatever.
with one character in this storyline.
I don't know. And
Who's back?
Hmm?
I wasn't here for that last week, but he's
Yeah,
back.
he's back.
He is.
I wonder what like.
As long
but,
as they
like,
need to make it a good game, just take your time. Don't
Yeah.
skim.
what is he gonna do though? Like, Kabuto's back. Yeah, he's like, I know I did bad things. I know I'm a bad guy, but am I going to go to jail for all the shit
Yeah,
I did?
like so,
well,
guys.
see ya.
What's going on here? Do I get to go? I saved Sasuke.
He's
So.
like, do I repent
Is
for
that a
all my
get out of
sins?
jail free
Like bringing
for
Madara to the
starting a
table.
war?
I was kind of
They brought Madara to the table.
I was kind of in like an eternal like prison, kind of.
He's
but
like-
like, I did my time, so like we're cool.
He's
We're
like,
cool.
I was kind of brainwashed by Orochimaru, right? So like, this
Yeah.
is all repent for everything
That's
that's
what
bad.
I'm
Nah, he's still going to jail, bro. I feel like he's gonna die in the process of trying to kill Madara.
I
too.
can't wait for like the end of it. Like everyone's like still the people that are alive. Like I want like the Konoha ninjas to be like, oh, Kieran, you have to go to jail.
Again.
I want, yeah. I always want to see what because I know they did a filler arc with like Ninja Jail,
Yeah, when Naruto went there.
but I don't feel like that's
Was
what
that-
that's
was that a
the
movie?
That was like the 9th movie.
That was Ninja
No, I'm
Prison,
thinking about
right?
the guy
Prison.
the guy that
I never watched
you know the
it.
guy that tries to steal the scroll in like the first episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So like
with
there's
this
this
dumb
filler
tiger
episode where he
arc?
becomes like
The
tiger
tiger,
dude.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
God,
he was in
that's
jail
stupid.
for how many years, and he comes out. He's like, "Yeah, I'm buff now."
Mad
Like,
brolic and shit, yo.
You've
been lifting, bro.
Yeah, but I would like to see like a better jail of some sort of like I don't even know how you'd really contain somebody like
Yeah.
That-
Sasuke.
In the movie, what they did was they put some sort of seal on
Yeah.
all the prisoners so they couldn't use.
you know what they
The
should do?
chocolate.
They should put him in like a
Anything.
mirror world and then shatter it and then send him to space. 'Cause that works.
Why don't we just launch him into the sun?
Like launch him to the sun.
You think your son is safe?
I will find him. I don't think they have that kind of technology, but
Other kind of sun.
No, they have magic.
yes, magic.
Chakra
They
magic.
have chakra magic.
All right.
Allomancy?
Oh God.
We'll see you guys next week.